Unified Rules of Mixed Martial Arts, page 3. Judges understand that a score of 9 is not an automatic numerical score given to the losing fighter of the round. The judge must consider: was the fighter engaged in offensive actions during the round? Did the losing fighter compete with an attitude of attempting to win the fight, or just to survive the offensive actions of their opponent? A score of 10-9 can reflect an extremely close round, or a round of marginal domination and slash or impact. 10-8 round. A 10-8 round in MMA is where one fighter wins the round by a large margin. A 10-8 round in MMA is not the most common score a judge will render, but it is absolutely essential to the evolution of the sport and the fairness to the fighters that the judges understand and effectively utilize the score of 10-8. A score of 10-8 does not require a fighter to dominate their opponent for 5 minutes of a round. The score of 10-8 is utilized by the judge when the judge sees verifiable actions on the part of either fighter. Judges shall always give a score of 10-8 when the judge has established that one fighter has dominated the action of the round, had duration of the domination, and also impacted their opponent with either effective strikes or effective grappling maneuvers that have diminished the capabilities of their opponent. Judges must consider giving the score of 10-8 when a fighter shows dominance in the round, even though no impactful scoring against the opponent was achieved. MMA is an offensive-based sport. No scoring is given for defensive maneuvers. Using smart, tactically sound defensive maneuvers allows the fighter to stay in the fight and to be competitive. Dominance of a round can be seen in striking when the losing fighter continually attempts to defend with no counters or reaction taken when openings present themselves. Dominance in the grappling phase can be seen by fighters taking dominant positions. That's highlighted. In the fight, and utilizing those positions to attempt fight-ending submissions or attacks. If a fighter has little to no offensive output during a 5-minute round, it should be normal for the judge to consider awarding the losing fighter 8 points instead of 9. Judges must consider, that's highlighted, giving the score of 10-8 when a fighter impacts, that's highlighted, their opponent significantly in a round, even though they did not dominate the action. Effectiveness in striking or grappling, which leads to a diminishing of a fighter's energy, confidence, abilities, and spirit. All of these come as a direct result of negative impact. When a fighter is hurt with strikes, showing a lack of control or ability, these can be defining moments in the fight. If a judge sees that a fighter has been significantly damaged in the round, the judge should consider, that's highlighted, the score of 10-8. Impact. A judge shall assess if a fighter impacts their opponent significantly in the round, even though they may not have dominated the action. Impact includes visible evidence such as swelling and lacerations. Impact shall also be assessed when a fighter's actions, using striking and slash or grappling, led to a diminishing of their opponent's energy, confidence, abilities, and spirit. All of these come as a direct result of impact. When a fighter is impacted with strikes by lack of control and slash or ability, this can create defining moments in the round and shall be assessed with great value. Dominance. As MMA is an offensive-based sport, dominance of a round can be seen in striking when the losing fighter is forced to continually defend with no counters or reaction taken when openings. End of page.